Okay, it's news time. It is Wednesday, July 15th. It is tax day. Happy birthday to Tara, and let's start with Rona news. Welcome to Miami. Miami is the new epicenter. The U.S. is not in good shape when it comes to coronavirus right now. And now Donnie's administration is requesting that all hospital data on coronavirus patients get rerouted directly to them instead of the CDC. Not a good move for the general public, as now we'll have even less transparency as to what's actually happening. All this information will now be filtered through the Trump administration, who I don't personally trust. So there's that. Let's talk about the leading vaccine candidate in the United States right now, Moderna, who came out and said testing proved successfully to produce antibodies in all 45 of its phase 1 volunteers. That's some good news. Stocks yesterday looked pretty good as a result of these test results. Stay tuned for more information. Let's talk about students. So last week, Donnie's administration told foreign students attending any university that moved its courses online due to the pandemic, they can't stay in this country during this fall. Or if they left the country to go home during the pandemic, they can't come back this fall unless they switch to a university holding in-person classes. Well, since this policy's announcement only 1 week ago, it has been reversed since Harvard and MIT sued the government, backed by 59 other universities. Take that, Donnie. So presidential candidate Joe Biden came out yesterday and announced his $2 trillion plan to rebuild American cities through investments in clean energy technologies. This is part of an infrastructure rebuild plan that Trump has promised and failed to deliver. This plan is called Build Back Better and will create millions of union jobs for Americans. He also poked at Trump by saying people shouldn't have to pick between their health and the economy right now because that just endangers recovery on both fronts. True. Also, clean energy is a huge priority for me, so big win. Let's move on to GOYA Foods. I've been asked to recap this fiasco. Here's what happened. GOYA Foods is the nation's largest Hispanic-owned company. Their CEO came out and praised Donald Trump, was called out on it, and stood behind this appraisal. Well, I understand why the Hispanic community feels betrayed right now because Trump doesn't seem to like anybody who's not a white male. Last night, Ivanka Trump posted a photo on her Instagram holding a can of GOYA Foods like this, Vanna White style. This whole family is ridiculous. Lastly, let's end on a slightly positive note. France's prime minister announced that France will be giving healthcare workers across the country $9 billion in pay raises to recognize their efforts fighting COVID. That is well deserved. Thank you to France. That's it for your news for today, and I will see you guys later this week.